Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, high elves, dark elves, shadowkin, lizardmen, whatever you might be. You're inside of my video gaming domain right here, right now. And if you don't believe that I'm the king of Triple B, God's gift, the mobile game, Dave Creation, supreme rule, the multiversal video gaming realm, and yeah, I got a lot of other amazing titles to go with that. Well, guess what, people? You're about to see firsthand why they call me all those things. And when I say they, it's me, myself, and I. Here we go, baby. Watch the numbers roll. What are we gonna get? I don't know. Come on, baby. Big money, come on. I like when it spins like that. Come on, come on. A little bit more. Oh boy, we're thinking more. Come on. You know you wanna go reach the highest of heights that mobile gaming allowed. You don't wanna be held back by that mobile game monetization. Yeah, that's what I like to see, people. Yeah, that's right. We're not going to be held back by mobile game monetization. We embrace it. We dominate with the power of the three wacky numbers. I have dominated, dare I say, beaten, Raid, Shadow, legends. People, I guess that means I have to use my link down below, my QR code up above. I need to start a new account like I think you guys are going to need to right now. If you use all those beautiful QR codes and link down below, you'll get yourself for free these champions in your roster. My gosh, I want to share probably an overkill of a milestone. So technically this is like a 5-in-1 video. Part number 1, I'm the best. We understand that. Part number 2, I am God's gift to mobile gaming. Okay, all right, Arnold, what else? Part number 3, I've been wanting to make a video on how I've been killing it in the Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss because of Titus. But part number 4 is talk about how I've killed it even more with the simple change that I did to my gearing on my character. What's part number 5? God damn. I'm the best. It's all right. Clap one more time. Just one more time. All right. So 3 of those 5 points, we can kind of, lump them together. But I want to talk about the 2 points here. First thing I want to really discuss is Titus Blackplume. Gosh, this is the best character I've ever gotten in Raid. There are a few characters when I got him, I felt like I beat in the game. Maybe that's worth a video at one point. But this, once I got Titus, life just became infinitely easier. And I feel bad for those that skipped out on his fusion, because this is, if there was one champion I would say don't skip this year, it's Titus Blackplume. And once I finally got him up and running, I've been able to easily beat Ultra Nightmare, Demon Lord. Again, I maxed out the highest crate before getting Titus, but he just knocks out so many things out of the park, as we're going to talk about. But with that said, Titus Blackplume, there's a trick to it. I want to share it with you guys here. Garrett, can you go ahead, pull up a few. Yeah, get those screenshots up and running. So you guys saw I got 1.25 billion. That's not even my highest score. I'm going to show you my highest score here. Pull it up real quick. Yeah, there it is. Watch. Look at this. This is my highest score, 1.39 billion. But it wasn't always like that. Here, let me go show you another screenshot I got cooking up in here, and then I'm going to talk about a very important point. Here we go. This was my previous high score, 483 million, give or take somewhere around there. Maybe it was actually 500 million, but this is a screenshot that I saved on my phone. Still very good. However, I was running into a big problem. I was running to this issue, especially when we came to the Spirit Affinity Demon Lord, the green energy, right? The green symbol, which is actually funny enough. What I have right now, I was running into a tremendous issue where I was like getting 30, 40, 50 million, sometimes 70 million. I'm like, what's this variance? I'm going from sometimes 500 million to 30, 40, 50 million. What is going on? And this is where I want to give a shout out to my clan here at Gary's Legion, the best people in Raid Shadow Legends, period. I want to one simple remod took me from, look, even Raid's trying to celebrate, took me from inconsistent, but also high variance amounts of damage to now I'm getting consistent billions and upon billions of damage. Let me go check in real quick. Where's Ben? Shout out to Ben Benson. Serious, I have so many amazing people in this clan. Ben could be in so many other clans, but he hangs out with us and I've learned so much. But we run a very similar team. Let me actually pull it up. And actually funny, I actually beat his score the other day. He's like, wow, nice. You're beating me now. Yeah, because look at this. Even right now, it's all right. It's all right. I am now the master, Ben. Okay, just in this one regard. Anyways, it's actually funny too. It's like, it's so weird because he has a higher powered team, but somehow lately I've been getting more points than him. But I was chatting with him, like, dude, why am I only getting like 50 million? Then some days I'm getting 500 million. 2 remods completely changed this from decent damage to insane overkill damage. I mean, essentially, does that mean I could solo this entire thing? Yeah. 1.25 billion exceeds the 1.18 billion. So technically, I can solo Ultra Nightmare. Wow, that's nuts. And but here, let me talk about those 2 things. I'm way too excited. I can't tell this is a pointless milestone. It's one of those milestones that make you feel like, dang, you kind of got a mastery of raid going on here. Remod number 1 that I did, Lady Mikage. Because especially when you're going up against the Spirit Affinity, you'll run into issues where, well, that hard counters Force Affinity. And that may have been why I was having a hard time staying around, because Lady Mikage does a few things for the team. I guess I should probably explain, in case you've never seen the Titus Blackcomb thing. I'm assuming you guys have if you're watching it. If not, the reason why he is such a banger character is because on this ability right here, if he's got a shield on him, he basically crits, right? Which is very important. This is his big damage dealing attack that he has here, but it relies on having shield buffs on him. So Lady Mikage comes in clutch because she has a buff extender on the team, which allows you to keep that shield on longer and longer and longer and longer, pretty much the entirety of the match. Well, I was having an issue where I think she was maybe dying too quickly. So per Ben's recommendation, I switched her over to a protection set, giving her tons of extra resistance, extra speed, durability on her, the protected on her as well. Don't have a full 9-piece, unfortunately, but that would be nice, because then, well, you get 5% more damage per each buff placed by the wearer. So I'm gonna see if I can try to scrounge. I'm missing out on one of the rings here. Do I have a ring that's protection set? Let's see. No, see, I do not have one right now. That would take this even further. But again, I didn't do anything special. I didn't even ascend the gear. Just switching to a protection set made a big difference, and it's not even a full 9-piece set. The other change that I made, again, so simple, I moved over Brogni. It was just a generic like speed, nothing crazy. And I moved him over to these sets that I was recommended to try out. Resilience, and more importantly, shield. So Resilience gets us more HP, right? Which is very important for his kit. And you'll see I have a lot of HP primaries baked on him. But the shield thing is something I didn't know until now. And it comes down to this ability right here. He grants shield, which again, very important for Titus Blackcomb to pump out lots and lots and lots of damage. It also cannot be removed, which is nice. It's based off this champion's max HP, and he's got a block debuffs, which is fantastic. And also, I guess to kind of add to it, he can reflect damage. He's like the 2nd highest damage dealer on the team, especially when you're lasting 1,500 turns like moi. Awesome stuff. But anyways, what I did here, I just switched the shield, and it did something that I did not know could happen. So here, let me pull this up. I guess this will probably help me out. Let's go to the filter so I can explain what I'm explaining to probably people that already know. So there are 2 different shields in this game. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Where is it at? Is it not going to show up in here? Well, let me see. I know there's a different... is this what I'm looking for? There are like 2 different shields. Let me see if I can find it in here. Yes. I didn't know that. There's this shield, and then apparently there's this shield. Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was a big difference, and I was always getting that shield there. But now I guess if you switch the shield set, you get this shield, which is a lot better of a shield. Hold on. Let me see if I can hop into battle. Let's see if I can find just something very simple, maybe so I can see it for myself. I actually haven't like jumped into battle. I was just told that the other shield that you get from the shield set is a lot better, especially for characters that provide shield. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a Brogni. Where are you at? Where are you at? Yeah. And just to make sure I'm being efficient with my resources here, just put a couple 2-star characters in here. All right. So we're going to send into battle. Let's not even put it on auto. And then I think it's going to get me the really good shield. So, all right. So let's go ahead. We're going to drop it on. And yeah, see, we get this fancy schmancy shield on him now, which is way, way better. I honestly think, the Lady Mikage thing was probably also helpful. This was probably even more helpful on top of that. Being able to get that, and I feel like I'm missing out on extra opportunities as well, because I was planning on doing more remods. Okay, I hadn't even do the battle, so that wasn't very efficient. Anyways, the other characters I was planning on remodding was Wixwell, because Wixwell is also an incredibly important part to the team with getting all these extra shield buffs on your team. Awesome stuff, right? Increase the value of all shields and all allies. So this would be another opportunity to maybe throw some of those shield buffs on it. But I think maybe I'm kind of trying to bring this home here. learning about the two different forms of shield. You got your normal shield, and then you got this plus 30% HP ally shield for 3 turns. This may have been the guy that makes this run possible, keeping that shield basically infinite levels of power that I wasn't able to acquire before. But essentially, this whole entire Titus Blackcomb team, in case you guys at this point aren't, kind of jiving with what I'm throwing out there. Jive, what is this, the 60s, 50s? That wasn't that like a, whatever. That's an old terminology right there. Tons of shield, so he's always critting, doing massive amounts of damage, billions of damage, as we're seeing now. And then you want buff extenders. So I have Lady Mikage, she's got a buff extension. And then I also run, what was it, Brogni, as we talked about, Wixwell, incredibly important on top of that. And then Mad Hatter. Now, I was told to remod Mad Hatter. It's like, well, do I need to now? I'm doing great, but Mad Hatter's also pretty nice, especially when you go up against those spirit affinities. You might want to keep him around longer. He also has a buff extension on him. So pretty much we have shield, buff extensions, Titus Blackcomb goes to town. And I really don't have anything special on all these characters here. And I got speed, perception, but I might change him. I think, recommended Merciless set. Oddly enough, I was not expecting that. Wixwell, again, nothing super duper special. Again, I think I might have to remod him maybe somewhat similarly to Lady Mikage or Brogni potentially. And then let's go to the big guy, Titus Blackcomb. Merciless sets all day, and I'm missing a few pieces too to get the big stuff. So I can push this even higher. This is by no means a maxed out build. I have a lot of room for growth, and the fact that I'm already getting billions of damage just from really just 2 simple remods is pretty darn insane, if you ask me. So let's go ahead, hop back in there. Let's go burn my other clan boss keys. So today's a cool day. I always have milestones like, oh yeah, look what I unlocked today. Oh, look, I beat this for the first time. I already, one keyed Ultra Nightmare a while ago now. And then I was able to take it to new heights with Titus Blackcomb, and now being able to essentially solo the clan boss now over a simple change on the same exact thing that had no material difference besides those few mod changes I discussed is pretty nuts. Seeing 1.77 billion damage is crazy. Again, pretty much I've mastered Raid Shadow Legends, and I think I can just go hide. I can go retire. I can go into seclusion. I can go all Master Luke style. Let's go pull up my resume here. Look at that, 1.39 billion. Now it's time. I've been getting a little lazy of Hydra. Once I got whatever her name is, oh my gosh, Mithrala, I feel like I've been slacking a little bit. I think it's time we start putting some B's on this one here. So anyways, that'll be it for another video. Just wanted to share the big moment with you guys. That are super cool. Mastering Raid Shadow Legends. Again, shout out to my clan for being the best. And when I have questions, there's always someone answering them. Hey, and for you guys too, if you want to join us, we have a link down below to our Discord server. We have a couple different clans lingering around. And more importantly, if you just want to hang out, learn more about Raid, I can't think of a better group of people, and a fun group of people, mind you, than our clan over here at the real, oh, there's a Primal Shard deal. I gotta check that. We gotta celebrate, right? Than the real Gary Legion. But hey, if you're looking to join in on the raid and maybe become a top tier mobile gamer like myself, there's a link down below, QR code up above. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you guys are killing it like I am over here in Raid Shadow Legends. Because that means if you're doing well and I'm doing well, shoot, I guess we can simply say that it's great to be in the Empire today. Great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.